Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Thursday, June the 30th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This reading could play out today, over the next several days. This reading may or may not resonate with you. So I do ask that you only take with you the messages that do resonate, leave behind the rest. This reading is also not sign specific, but I will call out any zodiac signs that I do feel need mentioning throughout the reading. We're going to talk about the astrology, and then we're going to jump in with some cards. We have the Sun conjunct Lilith today, both in the sign of Cancer. So the Sun represents our personal identity, and Lilith is our repressed, dark, feminine aspects, and we all have these energies within us, whether you are a man or a woman. So I think the Sun is really going to show us where we need to fulfill our fullest potential in order to shine that light brightly. And when it comes to Black Moon Lilith, I think get ready to dig into some primitive impulses in the energy when it comes to raw behavior. And so I think get ready for a revelation of some sort when it comes to any repressed sexual energies. It's kind of time for us to go into the dark side of our personality. When we go deep into the buried subconscious realms of our psyche, that's when we can really eclipse anything out of our lives that's no longer working for us. Lilith represents the taboo energy. And so this is part of our self-identity as well. And so what happens with Dark Moon Lilith is these taboo energies can become easily demonized. And so we can become very sensitive to criticism, and many may fall victim to some forbidden fruit in the energy or drug abuses. And so we're going to want to understand our reasoning when it comes to numbing any pain, especially if you've recently been outcast. So despite the Sun conjunct Lilith's countercultural behavior, I think this is where we successfully bond with our true authentic nature. And so we're here to become comfortable in our own skin. And so I think some advice in the energies in order to make Lilith work in your favor is to not be too impulsive with any reactions or risk taking in the energy. You're going to want to have consideration for the emotions of others. I do think a lot of surprises coming through in the energies, but we're all kind of being asked to be true to ourselves. We need to kind of examine what makes us jumpy, what provokes us, and why. And so the positive aspects with this transit is bringing forward your authentic charm. And so we have this fine eye when it comes to our own charm, and we can become very gracious and non-competitive. The negative aspect, the shadow side of this conjunction is it's likely to trigger egotistical energies within relationships. And so get ready to face where you've given in too easily to a demanding partner just because you have this strong need to be loved and a fear of being alone. And then let's throw some moon aspects in here. The moon's still in Cancer, forming a trine to Neptune in Pisces, squaring up with Mars in Aries, and opposing Pluto in Capricorn. And so a lot of sensitive emotions. We're still feeling those very sensitive emotions from the Cancer new moon. And so we need to find harmony in our relationships in order to feel comfortable in our own skin. And so if you've been in a harsh or unpleasant relationship or unpleasant surroundings, I think this is really going to adversely affect you in the energies because of the high sensitivity. And so positive energies is you want to be really consciously aware and observe the people you're connected with in order to avoid deception. Deception is always an aspect when it comes to Neptune energies, and if you're playing into toxins or addictions of any kind, you're going to want to protect yourself because negative energy can come in, draining you to some extent. And so intuition is likely going to be on point in the energies over the coming days. So you're going to want to pay extra attention to any psychic impressions or insights that have been coming through, quite possibly in dream space. I know my dreams have been really active. I haven't really slept that great since the Cancer new moon. And so this really is the perfect time to book in that tarot reading or that Akashic reading, a psychic reading, or even, you know, making an appointment to go see a therapist or a psychologist of some sort if you're having a hard time handling the intensity within the energies. And then with the moon squaring up with Mars, this is a powerful indication of tension and conflict. So get ready for tension and conflict in any unhealthy relationships. If you're in an unhealthy relationship, this tension already exists anyways. And so you might have difficulty between you and another, and it can be fatal to relationships if you're not meant to be in that cycle anymore. And so get ready for any simmering anger and rage to surface. You might be feeling extra irritated or annoyed, which is likely going to lead to some emotional outbursts. So you're going to want to take care, because these are all subconscious urges coming to the surface. And when we have these subconscious urges, we tend to act impulsively, which can bring danger if you're planning on taking a risk. And so extra care is going to be avoided, or extra care is going to be needed in order to avoid hurting another or causing harm to another. And so courage is also that Mars energy, courage to face this opposition, this tension, or anything that's been causing you pain or making you feel threatened within a relationship. So I think get ready for some temper tantrums, guys. And I know I can throw a tantrum like anybody else when I'm in that very low vibration. This could also mean unexpected accidents, violence, are all signs of, you know, maybe it's time to deal with this underlying emotional turbulence or troubles. We can't keep repressing these emotions. And so with the moon opposing Pluto, this is going to give way to intense, complex feelings, extreme mood displays, extreme behavior displays, and it's likely going to really cause a rift within relationships that are meant to kind of be closing out. And so I kind of feel get ready to dig deep into your emotions, and they can become so intense that you can frighten another person if you're in all of this opposition with yourself. And so the moon opposite Pluto can easily resemble bipolar symptoms because of the duality of the nature of this aspect. And so this can really alternate with extremes of emotions and extreme behaviors that will resemble bipolar disorder with this aspect. And so we should never ever feel ashamed of our intense emotional nature. We should never be shamed for our emotions. And so strong emotions basically are just showing you how much you actually do care for your loved ones. But I think we're going to want to be very much aware, because sinister people can start to appear out of nowhere, come out of the woodworks at this time, trying to actively tug on your emotions, or trying to make you feel guilty or fearful, or even swindling some money, especially if you are emotionally attached to somebody. So, you know, a lot of people in the collective are not of high vibration, and they seek out people who are emotionally vulnerable, so they're easy to manipulate and control. So you're going to want to be aware of that, especially if you've been going through a depressive period or the dark night of the soul. So this could be feelings of hopelessness, fear, jealousy, obsessiveness, and it can create a very unsettling atmosphere. And this can also create manic periods of behavior where maybe you're unusually energetic, blissful, happy, and then you fall quickly into irritation, and you know, maybe you're not sleeping well, which will lead to poorly thought out decisions. And so get ready to face some consequences in the energies as well in extreme cases. And so I do feel it is also possible to experience states of psychosis, leading to anxiety, especially if you're playing into substance abuses or self-harm or suicidal thoughts. Can also come up with the moon opposition Pluto. And so a lot of inner turmoil is going to cause a lot of relationship drama, as within, so without. And so if you're at war with yourself internally, that is absolutely going to be reflected in any relationships, creating chaos and drama. And this will intensify these feelings at a very extreme level, and you're going to feel like you can no longer control your own reactions or your own behavior. So dramatic mood swings, be aware. You might feel strong and sexy in one moment, and then you might just boop, nosedive into a very dark depressive state. And so the energy is very vulnerable when it comes to manipulation and control, especially if you're dealing with a very dominating woman or feminine energy trying to use sinister tactics to destroy your self-esteem in order to boost theirs, or vice versa. We're not here to destroy other self-esteem to get a boost. And so many people do it, you know, and they do this unconsciously. So get ready for somebody to tug on your heartstrings, your emotions, and make you feel guilty, or to try to make you do something that you don't want to do, or trying to take your money because of an emotional attachment. So you're going to want to really look at your partnerships, your structures when it comes to your social interactions. And you're not going to want to ignore any suppressed, intense feelings. They're going to have to come to the surface. You're not going to be in control of reactions. So you're going to want to be aware, because you too may also play into emotional manipulation just to win a battle. Do you want to win? Or do you want to be happy? So I think it's best not to react on strong emotions at this time. Do not try to control another, because it will only end in more guilt and more shame and more judgment, because right now I feel judgments will be clouded by this irrational energy coming up. So it's important to avoid making those drastic changes if you're unsure of what to do. So let's jump in with some cards. The kids are home from school, guys. It's likely going to be a shit show in the background, forewarning. It is what it is. Take it or leave it, right? So we're going to start off with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck this morning. Reconciliation. So I do feel we are on the precipice of these twin soul reunions on the horizon, and you're likely going to want to spend a lot of time outside in nature, grounding and connecting with Mother Earth when it comes to all of these emotions coming to the surface. You might want to go and find a body of water to sit beside. Definitely spend some time in nature, because there is a lot of light codes coming in, a lot of healing light codes. And as all of these higher frequencies get downloaded, we do have to go into the shadows and purge whatever's not going to come with us into these new higher timelines. And so the collective is being enveloped in this very loving, healing light. And you are going to want to protect your energy. You're going to want to show yourself compassion when it comes to any unwanted thoughts that are surfacing in order for this clearing. And so grounding, you're really going to want to get grounded in the energies today and over the coming days to help you work through the intensity of these energies. So we will see what else needs to come through. Forgiveness. And that is all linked to shame and guilt. Where are you harboring guilt and shame when it comes to maybe seeking out forgiveness from somebody that maybe you've hurt in the past? I think you're going to want to disconnect from any drama, any chaos and conflict. You're going to want to reprieve, and you're going to want to spend some time alone to rejuvenate after I feel what's coming is a huge shakeup, a huge ending. And so somebody has been receiving the signs and the syncs. Definitely soul awakenings. We are in the precipice of the Great Awakening. Many are coming into this expanded consciousness at this time, and it can be very traumatic when you awaken to your true soul's identity, your purpose, and when you come into this deep awareness and understanding, like, hey, I'm a light worker. I'm a part of this giant, massive global awakening, and I'm joining others of like minds when it comes to imparting this ancestral wisdom into the collective. So forgiveness. This was always a big one for me on the journey, forgiving people, especially people that have never even admitted the wrongdoing. Forgiveness is a tough one. When people don't come forward and bring you that closure, forgiveness can be a spiral when it comes to liberating your heart from these painful experiences, especially if you've not been acknowledged. And so disconnecting is really going to help you when it comes to connecting to the ancestors that are guiding us and watching over us. What would they do in this situation? I know I often connect with my crossed over grandmother for her insights and her wisdom. And so, you know, the guides, the ancestors, the angels, they're always there to help you, but you have to ask for help. You have to be willing to listen to what they are saying, and you have to be open to to the help that they bring forward. And so an awakening of some sort. Somebody is definitely going through an awakening, likely dealing with a catalyst of some sort as part of this awakening path to redirect them. I think a very challenging dynamic playing out with a catalyst soulmate that's trying to create fear and illusion of the mind. And so release any expectation, because this is a necessary challenge in order to get you to refocus your energy. So a lot is happening in the collective right now when it comes to awakenings. Many of us are, oh, I took both of them, so we're going to channel them. Many of us are spiritual teachers and healers, and we are here to impart this wisdom into the collective, but we have to deepen our relationship with ourselves first. And so when we learn our soul's language, when we find that pure motivation, and when we can bring self-love into our existence, that's when we can step into helping others evolve as they go through their own awakening. So big lessons are being learned. Lessons are always to be considered a gift, no matter how difficult this experience comes forward. And self-care is without a doubt going to be needed with all of this Cancer energy, mothering energy. Where do you need to nurture yourself? Where do you need to mother yourself? Because if you cannot take care of yourself, then you cannot take care of another. And so we're all being accused. Ooh, that didn't mean to come out. So somebody might be getting accused in the energy. We're all being asked to infuse our life with healthy choices. So accusations, that came through for a reason. Get prepared to face any unhealthy habits once and for all, to go deep into the fear, and to understand fear is just an illusion of the mind. So go forward in this experience. This is a necessary redirection at this time. So let's see what else needs to come through with the Illumination Oracle deck. Yeah, the universe has a plan. There is going to be a reconciliation with the soulmate connection, something where you've likely slammed the door, locked the door in the past. You've not wanted to look at this hurt. You've not wanted to look at this pain because of the deep intimacy that the two of you have shared. So a deep, intimate soulmate connection. And the time is now to bring healing into this situation, healing your heart, healing all of these unhealthy, addictive patterns, numbing. You're going to want to navigate carefully for sure, because we can't keep reliving the past. We do all need to go into the depths of the shadows, into our shadow self, into, you know, this awakening of these past lives that we've experienced. We do have to go into this reliving the past, but we're not meant to stay there, okay? So somebody's been in the shadows, in the darkness, and there's going to be a catalyst of some sort. The universe has a plan, and there's likely a tower around the corner in order to get somebody to go through a period of healing and rejuvenation, preparing to step into a leadership role within the collective. So we'll see what else needs to come through. I feel somebody here that's been so resistant to asking for guidance. They've been hiding the truth, but there's going to be a major reveal of what's been hidden. The mask is falling off. And, oh my God, a divorce leading to a higher commitment. And I do feel children have been affected when it comes to this life partnership. So I feel leaving a karmic contract behind, because there's a storm brewing. There is a divorce, an ending, a major ending that will lead to a new beginning, and will lead you right into the arms of your true life partnership. So a divorce, because look at all of these emotions brewing below the surface. You can't keep hiding these emotions. Somebody's got some hidden emotions for somebody, and I feel, yeah, there's a need to rectify some past decisions when it comes to some children that were affected within this catalytic energy. And so I feel this catalyst is trying to get somebody to go into some self-worth issues. We got to crumple up those old ideas of who we are. There's a lot of inner child healing taking place as well. And so there's been resistance to going towards the light, to going towards a life partner, because somebody was hiding the truth, masking the pain through addictions, and the mask is about to fall. The truth is about to come out, and get ready to face any self-worth issues in the energies, because it's kind of time to make those plans to regain control of a situation, because, yeah, you left quite an impression on somebody, but there needs to be a huge release before we can go after our hopes and dreams. There is going to be a renewal, a reconciliation when it comes to maybe somebody walking away from you, and I think they're coming in and they need some compassion. Because they are deeply emotionally vulnerable. So get ready to face any attachments. I also feel a soulmate connection here where it doesn't matter how many cords you cut, you just can't release this connection. It is a destined, fated life partnership. And so get ready to spend some time together with somebody where maybe there was some double loyalty in the past because somebody was playing into pride and ego. And now I think they're praying that it's not too late for love, because I think somebody's been waiting a very long time for somebody to go through this soul awakening in order to receive the blessings that are divinely ordained for this connection. Get ready to regain control of a very toxic situation. The time is now to move these partnerships forward. So we are going to grab some tarot, guys. I am going to use my regular deck I've been using lately. And you'd think I'd know the name of the deck by now, but I don't. Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radley Valentine, I think it is. Okay, pre-shuffle, there we go, bottom of the deck, Wise Counsel reverse. So there is a connection, there is a divorce, there is an ending to a long-standing partnership, whether it's an actual divorce or just two people going their own ways after a common law relationship, because there's no unity, there's no togetherness, there's no harmony, there's no sense of community. It was not a spiritually minded connection, and there's a divine plan. You're going to have to trust that this ending is going to lead, look at that, to a new beginning, to a beautiful spiritual union with somebody that you are destined to be with. And I think somebody was unwilling to look at this, pretending, hey, there ain't no problems here. I'm just going to keep numbing and masking these pains. I'm going to pretend everything is hunky-dory, and I'm just going to people please. So where have you overstepped, or where has somebody overstepped boundaries because you've been a people pleaser? That's that Cancer energy. I think Cancer is such a nurturing, mothering energy. It can very easily become a codependent situation. And so somebody was refusing to follow their heart, pretending to be happy in a situation, maybe because of the kids, I'm not sure. But I feel a decision has been made. Ain't no more messing around. I got them rose-colored glasses off. I can see clearly now. The storm is gone. And somebody wants to go towards a celebration of some sort, a wedding, a union, a higher level of commitment, because peace and prosperity lies in this union. But somebody's going to have to, master their lower ego. There's definitely somebody in the past that did not want to take responsibility for a situation, maybe did not want to come in and ask for forgiveness, and they've been making some very poor choices and decisions, likely playing into addictive behaviors of some sort, addictions, definitely some unhealthy habits here, something toxic, something needs to go. You can't keep playing into these lower ego desires, and I feel somebody's getting ready to take action. All done working on a situation that's created all kinds of drama, all kinds of conflict, all kinds of extended grieving, guilt, remorse, and shame, and very imbalanced, which could likely lead to total ruin. But this is karmic justice. So there's going to be a karmic rebalancing is what I feel, because somebody's at the crossroads. This could also be a same-sex couple, if you notice. Two men on the card. It could be two men, could be two women. Doesn't have to be. But somebody knows it's time to put an end to a very unhealthy situation, a very unhealthy partnership, in order to take those next steps forward. So somebody's boldly, courageously going after their dreams, getting ready to partner up with somebody new, because they're done being stuck, and there's a lot of expansion when it comes to moving forward. So we're going to do a 9-card spread, guys. We're going to see what else needs to come through when it comes to this message today. 10 of Swords, it's over. It's done. It's over. I'm done with this situation. I'm definitely gaining a perspective shift, an awakening. Somebody's awakening to the truth that it's time to get moving. It's time to get moving in a new direction. This is over. It was riddled with lies, deception, untruths, definitely a lack of objection, a lack of clarity, and making a conscious release. The 10 of Wands is like, I cannot carry this burden any further. It's weighing me down. It's time to release a long-standing weight off my shoulders. I cannot keep feeding a situation that's caused me all of this turmoil. And so there's been this resistance to moving on. Challenging times for sure. I think somebody doesn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, and in order to welcome in relief, you're going to have to go your own way, and you're going to have to break free from an illusion of the mind, because I do feel somebody made a very foolish decision in the past, likely a passionate decision, and there's going to be an unexpected departure because, yeah, there's a masculine here, very bored and discontent in a very unemotional relationship, definitely not emotionally available. Two people that maybe at one point in time, you thought this was your soulmate. You know, it is a match, but I feel a divorce proceeding here for sure. Cutting this situation out, releasing this situation because it's no longer serving you. Somebody's very bored, unhappy, and I feel there's a feminine here getting ready to make a final judgment call because there is no clear communication. There's lies, there's secrets, there's no objectivity, there's no truth. I think a very melodramatic ending is coming forward in order for an opportunity for some new happiness, because there's definitely an awakening here, a soul awakening of some sort, in order to see things in a whole new light, in order to get somebody to get in the driver's seat and go in a new direction, to get control of their emotions and to find their determination and their willpower to go towards success. And it's going to require balancing a bunch of different priorities, because you can't keep lying to yourself. You can't keep stuck in this mental prison of worry, sleepless nights, unfounded fear. It's kind of time to just consciously release a very foolish decision, is what I'm feeling. Because there's nothing but power struggles here. You don't want to win at all costs. It isn't worth it. Do you want to win or do you want to be happy? Because somebody's been in a state of depression, ill health, dark night of the soul, and they have been encouraged to travel or relocate. But there's been a lot of procrastination because somebody was living in an illusion and a fantasy, and likely dealing with extreme loneliness due to disillusionment. And so I think get ready to receive the clarity you need to move forward. But it might require breaking free from some addictions. You know, this is going to be a hard reset with the Fool reversed, the Dreamer reversed. And there is a fresh start, but as I think somebody's getting pushed over the ledge. I'm likely going to have to maybe make amends for a poor decision. I think somebody rushed in to a connection because there was a lot of passion. There was a lot of charismatic passion. And there's going to be an immediate ending here. Somebody definitely maybe needs to seek some forgiveness for a lack of commitment as well. And there is going to be an unexpected choice in love. Somebody is leaving a partnership behind to go straight towards a life partnership, the lovers. So get ready for a decision to be made. Somebody is choosing from the heart. They want to recover from a very unhealthy situation, and they are finally ready to embrace true, deep, intimate love. And they've been on the defense. They've been blocking a union of some sort, facing all kinds of power struggles and challenges, all kinds of battles, and I feel somebody's feeling attacked in the energies. And so let's take a look at this Ten of Swords. Well, Page Pentacles reverse, bad investment for sure. Wish I never got myself into this mess, but somebody stayed because of the memories. And I feel, oh my gosh, I kind of feel somebody has worked really hard to try and make something work, and it's just not working. It's time to withdraw from the situation, and maybe it's time to just go your own way and be single for a while. I also feel in the past somebody did not invest with this Nine of Pentacles as well, and they betrayed themselves. And I feel somebody's been reliving the past over and over and over again and romanticizing the past, needing to go through a period of inner child healing before they can approach this pre-empress who is solid, stable, has built a special foundation for herself, enjoying solitude, you know, and getting ready to reap her harvest. And so a couple of energies here. Somebody betrayed their true partner in the past and went towards a very addictive, codependent situation that they never should have invested in. They were unwilling to put in the work to learn something new. They were unwilling to maybe embrace a new area of study. And this could also mean financial ruin. So there was lies here. Somebody maybe also was lying about the fact that they were over romanticizing with somebody from the past, wanting to go back to somebody from the past, and this could feel like a betrayal, absolutely. So let's take a look at this Chariot, because there is victory to be had here. There is success here, but it's going to require determination and willpower to break free from a very unwise choice. More swords. Oh my God. All swords, bottom of the deck, balance. So somebody's about to get flipped for a loop. Somebody's life is way off track, extremely imbalanced. There is a need for moderation here, for sure. And I feel there's going to be some embarrassing exposure when it comes to some past deception. So definitely, in the past, somebody lacked integrity, went towards somebody with very questionable motives, a very unhealthy choice, very unwise choice. And I feel somebody's about to lose their mind is what I'm feeling. Somebody here desperately wants to sneak away. They've been stuck. Remember that Two of Swords. And they're breaking free. There is a better way. So there's going to be an embarrassing revelation. Secrets are coming to light. Somebody here was not honest. And this very well could lead to a huge material loss, which is going to get somebody to take some action. And Spirit's been telling somebody, it's time to go. It's time to go. So there's going to be some truth for sure, and a major event or shakeup that is going to move forward, move somebody forward with great speed. That Chariot is fast, fast, fast. The Knight of Swords is very fast, and so a lot of emotional challenges, and there is going to be a sudden unexpected departure here for sure, because there is no more balance here. And I think this Knight of Swords is breaking free from a very imbalanced situation, and they're heading straight towards wish fulfillment because they want to heal. They want to heal a connection with maybe somebody that they didn't value in the past. And they've been watching. They've been lurking in the background. They've been watching and getting ready to send a message. So let's take a look at this Seven of Cups, because there's been confusion. There's been disillusionment. Oh my God. Two people, once again, not on the same page at all. And somebody's releasing this connection. Look at that. The King and Queen of Cups. But they're not facing each other. That's how they came out on the board. So two people not on the same page. Not trustworthy. They don't trust each other. They're really not devoted to each other. I feel somebody here was self-sacrificing, ignoring their psychic insights. Definitely some hidden intentions, hidden emotions here. Turning their back on one another. And then we got the King of Coins with the Four of Pentacles reversed. So likely a foundation that brought forward some financial security of some sort. But the love is gone. The cup is covered. I'm not in this anymore. I'm done taking care of you. I'm going to just learn to love myself. And a very unsafe situation here. There's definitely some emotions. I feel a masculine who's afraid his ships are going to sail away if he doesn't release this very toxic, codependent situation, and he wants to come in with something solid to offer. Feeling very foolish, did not make a wise decision, and I feel, you know, looking at things as black and white, this could be a huge financial loss, but this is going to get somebody to plant those seeds in a new direction, to figure out what it is they want to be loyal to, dedicated to, and I feel, yeah, definitely somebody is feeling really foolish. Maybe they gave all their money away to this Queen of Cups who really doesn't have any love to give. I don't know. Let's take a look at this Dreamer and this Knight of Wands reversed. Five of Pentacles reversed. Oh my God, Five of Wands. Four of Swords. Well, yeah, definitely done. I'm done. I'm done with this negative situation. I'm walking away. I don't have any financial security. I've got all of these fears around money. I might even need to reach out and ask somebody for some financial help. Definitely poor planning. And somebody quickly walking away from a very unhealthy dynamic. And there's going to be a need to heal. There's going to be a need to rest before taking action in a new direction. I feel somebody here that is mentally exhausted. But they're going towards a new relationship. This is an apology is coming. Somebody is getting ready to come in with an apology. Get ready to receive a message from somebody from the past that likely abandoned you, ghosted you, left you at rock bottom, has not been talking. My throat is very irritated, wanting a second chance, wanting a new emotional experience. Because I can see clearly now the storm is gone, and I think happier times are around the corner. Somebody's definitely getting a major wake-up call, big wake-up call, illumination, and things are moving forward. But there's a masculine definitely hitting rock bottom for some very poor decisions in the past, for refusal of accepting this spiritual connection, for refusal of accepting a leadership role within the spiritual community. So a divine masculine is going through all kinds of unexpected delays and challenges, preparing him for a fresh new start, and it will lead to a new beginning. There is going to be a major realignment here in order for an amazing new opportunity to spring into action, to do what it is that you're passionate about. But you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to find your strength to come forward. Leo energy. You're going to have to find your strength to come forward. Aries, Leo, almost everybody here. Earth, water, Sag, Gemini, Aries. There is going to be the resurgence. There is going to be a big decision being made, and there is going to be an exchange of one connection for another, because the time is now for a reconciliation, a renewal of some sort, and forgiveness is going to be needed before you can both head in this new direction together. So I do think get ready to receive some clarity when it comes to your purpose. Somebody here knows exactly what it is that they need to do in their heart of hearts, and I think if they want to end all of these challenges and delays, they're going to have to come forward with an apology. If they want to resurge this relationship from the past, they're going to have that heart-to-heart conversation and balance something out that was very imbalanced. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Very interesting. Yeah, maturity. Yeah, somebody is getting ready to speak up and be heard, I feel, after a long period of non-communication, because somebody is stepping into emotional and spiritual maturity. They've been receiving and achieving the wisdom necessary to learn a valuable life lesson in order to close out a major cycle, regaining control. And I think at this point, there's not been enough information. So yes, we are being asked to be the observer, to be patient, because this is the divine partner on your path. A love like you have never known before, but there's going to have to be a catalytic relationship coming to an end that was never meant to last. A relationship that the universe is saying this was never supposed to be long-term. It was a short-term karmic contract to come in and teach you a lesson, to prepare you for a divine union. And I feel definitely an epiphany. And like I said before, Spirit is always ready to offer you that guidance, but you do have to ask. You have to request that assistance, and you have to open up your mind to the signs and the syncs that they are bringing forward and take those appropriate actions, because there's deep love here. And a relationship that was never meant to last is breaking down very rapidly. And I do feel somebody here has been patiently waiting for a masculine to receive the epiphany needed. So there's been a masculine receiving the signs, the cues, the syncs when it comes to what someone's words are not bringing forward. And there is going to be a major refocusing in order for a masculine to come forward and attain that goal of reconciliation, because they're dealing with all kinds of negative people and circumstances serving as a test. Somebody's being tested, learning a valuable lesson about partnership, compromise, an open heart, and a loving heart, and an open mind. And so definitely a karmic relationship serving to teach somebody something very, very important. And maybe the lesson is, hey, know when to walk away. This situation is unhealthy. It's filled with overthinking, obsessive thought patterns. It's not healthy. It's time to let this go, because guess what? Somebody's spiritual path is being illuminated, and once that box is open, there ain't no going back. That's what I got for a message today, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a twin soul reading with me, I do encourage you to check out that description box below, guys. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.